the English Landing Marina. I've got Captain Rob with Anchor Eats with me. He's the Anchor Eats Cowboy. Ice Cream Cowboy. How's it going there, Rob?
Pretty good. Good.
All right. Well, we do this broadcast every Thursday directly following, and we do our broadcast immediately following our St. Augustine Cruisers Network radio broadcast on the VHF. And we do this because it's more of an informal way to talk about what we talk about on the radio, where we don't have to be so official.
Hold on, Captain. There's a Steelers game tonight.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Kelly's got to talk about her skills. So Kelly is our producer. She's behind the camera. She's with Anchor Eats. She's a co-owner of Anchor Eats. And you'll see us on Facebook Live. We're also on YouTube. And you can come and see us and join in on the show by coming to the Marina Munch every Thursday at 18:30 hours.
And Marina.
Yeah, they got a lot going on. They got live music up there. It's really cool. So, just wanted to say, happy Thursday, everybody. It's August 13th. Already the 13th of August. It's flying by. We're on this beautiful boat by Admiral Yacht Sales. This is the Ovation. Mark Drukis over there at Admiral Yacht Sales helps provide us with this beautiful boat. And thank you big time, Mark. We're trying to get Mark on the show. I teased him this week. He's so busy. I teased him and I said he's got stage fright.
I
don't want to come on the show.
Shy because he has to make sure his hair looks okay.
Well, he looks like Tom Cruise, so he should be
actually
used
does, so he might actually, if he's on here, he'll get like all kind of views.
Yeah.
People will be like, really?
Look, it's Mark Cruise.
He does.
So, first off, we're going to talk about, it's starting to cool off now, but it's hot out there. When you say,
yeah.
It's the dog days of summer.
We are well into the 90s every time we go out.
Oh, man, I think like just being out there and being on the water, it's so hot. I think one of the best ways to stay cool down is to get in the water.
Every single sandbar we go to.
Yeah, you get a chance to get in the water. So Rob actually operates the Anchor Eats delivery boat. He does the delivery in the fields if you order dinner or groceries or marine supplies. And then he also is the captain of the Sandbar Patrol on the weekends, where we have ambassadors and the captain and the cowboy that are out there with fresh, hot food and cold treats that are available for purchase right from the sandbar. And that's every weekend out of the St. Augustine sandbars. You'll look for Rob there. You can't miss him with that big hat on. And they have fresh ice cream. What are some of the things you got out there, Rob?
Well, we've got a variety of ice cream, popsicles, and even have dog ice cream. And normally we'll go out with hot dogs, sausage dogs, boiled peanuts, Cajun style, as well as Pizza Hut personal pan pizzas in cheese and pepperoni, along with all of the condiments for each.
Now, we talked about Dogtown earlier. Dogtown is the provider for the hot dogs. We have Javier on here. And Javier, we talked to Javier before the show. If you tell Javier that you heard about Dogtown hot dogs on the St. Augustine Cruisers Network broadcast, whether it be the broadcast on the radio, or even the Springline event, which is the Captain's Corner, which is through the St. Augustine Cruisers Network as well. You tell him that you heard about him through that platform, he'll give you a nice discount on one of his hot dogs. You can find him at the farmer's market at the Classic Car Museum every Sunday, as well as the outpost on Old Moultrie Road. He's got a food truck there. You can find him there all during the week, but on Sundays he's at the farmer's market.
So he has breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, he has everything.
And I hear that he has good grilled cheese.
Yes, he does.
He does have good grilled cheese. So he has a little bit of everything.
Sausage dogs.
The thing about Javier is he loves what he does, and he's serious about it. Like, you would think that people would be cooking hot dogs or cooking sandwiches or cooking things like that it was just something they do on the side. He has a passion for it. I mean, he creates great food. It's all fresh. I mean, not to brag about a hot dog, but the best hot dog you can get in St. Augustine is a Dogtown dog. You can either get that at the farmer's market, at the outpost on Moultrie, or more importantly, you can get it at the Sandbar from the Ice Cream Cowboy and Anchor Eats.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. So we talked about last week on the show, the kids are back in school, so be careful in the mornings at school. The big yellow buses are out. Make sure you're careful, leave with a little extra time. We want to make sure we're safe. All the kids' zones are back into effect. The school zones are back in effect. The buses are out there. So if you're working or trying to get somewhere early in the morning, make sure you leave a little extra time use a little extra caution while we get into the groove of the kiddos being back to school. Let's talk about, so last week we had a great guest, and what we try to do on the Captain's Corner is we try to have different guests come on and give our voters and our viewers a chance to ask them questions. Some of those questions can be challenging, some of them can be informative, you know, so that way we can really find out what's going on, and that way we can really truly meet some of our people. So today we've got the Angry Eats Cowboy on here. If you have any questions for Captain Rob outside of what's his favorite topping on a hot dog.
What's your favorite ice cream, Cowboy?
Oh, I know.
I know the answer.
I know the answer to that. He's got a t-shirt. He's sponsored by it. What's your favorite ice cream there, Cowboy?
The plain chocolate chip
La, la,
ones
la,
that I
la,
steal
la,
from
la,
the
la, la.
freezer.
The Ice Cream Cowboy loves chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches. They're a hit out of the sandbar. So last week we had a great guest on board, or here with us. We had Travis from Comanche Cove Marina, and he was very informative. He helped to tell us everything that's going on up on the north end. It was a great way to share his information and the information about Comanche Cove Marina with our boaters and our cruising family. We forgot to talk about something last week, and I wanted to bring it up this week.
What was that?
And the Comanche Cove is actually, it's Comanche, tomato.
Cove.
But Comanche Cove has 18 boat lifts that they're installing next year. That means that these big, nice boats that we don't want to leave in the water, that you want to get them out of the water, they're going to actually have 18 slips available that have boat lifts that'll be able to pick up your boat. So I highly recommend giving the folks over there at Comanche Cove a call. Get on that list so you can get a boat lift in one of the nicest marinas, one of the big 3 marinas here in St. Augustine, Florida. But that's Comanche Cove Marina. Thanks, Travis, for coming on. I appreciate that.
And keeping your boat out of the water is going to save you a ton on maintenance and cleaning.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you may not be able to get visited by the stash that often because you
Yeah.
won't need to dive the boat. But it will keep that hull nice and pristine. And with some of these outboard boats with the multiple outboards, like these big, beautiful FrontRunners and stuff that are located around town, it's nice to get those boats out of the water so they keep up and they stay in tip-top, high-performance shape.
This is the perfect time to be checking zincs.
Oh, yeah,
Because it's still warm enough to get in there.
You know, that's a good tip, Cowboy, even though if they didn't, you'd have more extra work on the side.
True.
Yeah.
So that was very generous that you gave that tip.
Sinks, and don't forget your strainers. The water's
Yep.
really warm. You know, we're getting all kinds of microorganisms and growth inside the AC lines. And trust me, I'm saying it from experience. We've been dealing with air conditioner issues on one of our boats, and it's much easier to clean those strainers and stay ahead of it than it is to try to catch up and clean up everything all at one time. So make sure you're checking up on your zincs and your strainers with this warm water. Remember, the more current you have, the stronger those barnacles are. You can eliminate all that by getting on the list at Comanche Cove, get your
That's
boat
right.
lifted out of the water. So this next week we have a great show coming up, and I want to let everybody know we actually have the West Marine Pros coming on here.
That's right.
And West Marine is one of the greatest, largest boating supply places here in the United States. And everybody knows West Marine. They're very helpful. They have all those hard-to-find products. They are literally the store that supports the boaters here in St. Augustine. And we're lucky enough to have Stephanie and the whole crew from West Marine are going to be here next week on our Captain's Corner. So I highly recommend checking that out. They're going to give us what's up and what's going on with West Marine, because we see everything going on with West Marine in the news. We want to see what's going on with West Marine, what's going on in their future, what kind of deals they have. So make sure you tune in next week for the Captain's Corner and talk to Stephanie with the West Marine Pros group.
And if you have any questions, I will read them.
Right, and then after that, yep, that's right. And then after that, we actually have, the weekend after that, there's a local favorite. It's a local boating store here, and it's a very useful boating store. I go there all the time. And it is the St. Augustine Marine and Oil Supply Company.
It's very popular.
It's very popular. It is, there's the guys that work in there are very helpful. It's like a warehouse.
Yes.
So they have a little bit of everything, and it's everywhere. And they sell everything, all the way up to fuel and diesel. So you can buy pretty much anything from the Marine Supply and Oil Company. And we're going to have Charlie on here. Charlie is the man over there. You go in there, Charlie's the one with all the hair. You can't miss him. But Charlie knows where everything's at when you go in there. He is the one. He is like the virtual map of the entire warehouse there. He's very helpful. He's personally helped out me before with the Anchor Eats fleet, going in there to try to build stuff. He is very knowledgeable, very helpful, and we're lucky enough to have Charlie come on the show.
Yep.
So that'll be in a couple weeks. I look forward to that. Now, with that, we've got West Marine coming, we got Charlie coming, we have Travis on here. We're trying to get the dock masters of our big three. The Conch House is a favorite marina of mine, and we're trying to get the harbor master over there, or maybe some of his people can come over and visit with us. So we're hoping that we can get him out here. And then if we're lucky, fingers crossed, I'd love to get the man himself, Eric, the city harbor master, to get out and join us on the show. But if you want to if you want to talk to anybody, or anybody new, or anybody interested that you think would be important to have out there, and they could push their business.
You have a business on the water.
And if they have a business on the water and you'd like to get your information out there, contact us. You can contact me. I'm Brian Bliss. You can contact me, the Ice Cream Cowboy. You can contact Kelly. She's behind the camera.
Anchor
And you
Eats
can reach out to us through
gmail.com.
Yeah, you can reach out to us through Anchor Eats. You can reach out to us through the St. Augustine Cruisers Network.
Yeah.
Any way that you can get in touch with us, and we'll reach out and see if we can get that guest on here so we can find out some good local information. All right, so now, I don't know if they're watching, or I don't know how close they are. I got a text message from them earlier. I'm all excited.
Yeah.
Our very dear friends, Drew and Michelle.
Oh yeah, I texted.
Yeah, these are
I
world
said, "Where you
travelers. Drew and Michelle, they're on the sailing vessel
Yeah.
Sensation. They've been down playing in the Caribbean for the last couple months. They are venturing on their way back. I can't wait for them to get back because they're going to have some great stories. Drew is a wonderful guy, and Michelle is just amazing. And they're going to be back, and I'm looking forward to their stories. And if they can hear us, I hope you have a very safe trip back. And you guys be safe, and we'll see you back here on the in the ancient city. I'm looking forward to you guys coming back. And then also want to talk about this weekend at the Conch House. They have FrontRunner days. FrontRunner is a local fishing boat and cruising boat. I would call it a high performance boat. They're beautiful. You see them, they're very pretty boats, multiple outboards. These are large fishing rigs. These are beautiful, professional, serious fishing rigs. They build them right here in St. Augustine. And the guys over there at FrontRunner, they're super guys, very professional. You got Phil over there, just a great guy. And this weekend, they're actually they're laying out, they're going to have some of their models that they're going to put in the water and have at the Conch House Marina. And you'll be able to take those boats out for a cruise this weekend. Or you won't be able to take them out for a cruise, but it's like demo days. You'll be able to show them off, check out what they got. If you're lucky, there may be some boat rides out there. But they're going to have some of their different models. I think they have a 43, a 37, and then they have a brand new 35, which is one of their new models. It's brand new. So if you want to check out those FrontRunner boats, make sure you're at the Conch House this weekend. You're looking for, let me see if I can remember right. There's Lexi, Lindsay, and Phil will be on the docks at the Conch House Marina this weekend. Make sure you check that out. That's FrontRunner boats at the Conch House Marina. Have you been in a FrontRunner boat or ever seen
I
one?
have. They are fantastic
They're
boats.
sweet, dude.
I mean, just absolutely slice through even like medium chop.
Yeah, they're sweet. And then they're just beautiful. They're like fishing rigs. It's like they're just machines, you know. And those guys over there, they're boaters. Those
And
guys
it's so
do it.
smooth too, especially the newer ones have the sea keepers and
Oh yeah, they're sweet.
oh yeah.
So remember to check that out. That's at the Conch House Marina this Saturday and Sunday. Go out there and check out the FrontRunner boats demo days.
Any chance we can get one instead of the
Yeah.
Well, while you guys are at Sandbar, I'm going to be at Conch House Marina checking out my next boat. I wonder if they have one in orange. They can do get one in orange with a little Anchor Eats on the side, a food heater in there.
You know, everyone has to dream, Cowboy.
Nothing like a 4-engine Anchor
Everybody
Eats boat.
dreams.
So this weekend, we actually have a weekend, and go figure, it's the first week the kids are back in school, but we actually have a weekend with almost zero chance of rain this weekend. We got such small percentages of rain.
That's right.
So the sandbars will be happening this weekend. It's going to be exciting out there. The Anchor Eats Sandbar Patrol will be out there. You're going to have those guys out there. We're going to have ambassadors out there. We got a new ambassador, Liam, that's out there. We've got our girls out there. We got Meg is out there. We got the Crown Jewel. Well, no, not the Crown. My Angel
Yeah, the crown jewel is several thousand.
She's
miles
up
away.
watching Pittsburgh
Yes,
game.
yes.
Exactly. So they are going to be on the water this weekend. So if you're hungry, you're at Sandbars, look for the Ice Cream Cowboy. They're on channel 69 on the VHF. You can hail them directly. Just flag them down, whistle at them. They're going to have hot pizza, hot dogs, cold ice cream, and boiled peanuts on board. So check that out. That's this
You
weekend.
don't have to rush to the grocery store on Friday evening and try to figure out what you're going to get. Wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get in the grocery line because we have everything you need.
That's right. And then I want to remind you again, when those people, when you're driving around the sandbars, please be courteous with your wakes. When we're out there and we're out in the middle of that everything, and we're tied up next to boats and selling them ice cream or something, and people go by there, I see people send their biggest wake over to the sandbars. A lot of those boats are tied together. There's kids all around. They're in between the boats. The people are up on the beach. So just remember to be courteous. I always say, if you wouldn't like the wake, then don't wake the people. So please be courteous. We are all one big boating, happy boating family, so let's keep it that way. We talk about this, the Captain's Corner I call it's the Springline to the St. Augustine Cruisers Network. So we kind of do it with the St. Augustine Cruisers Network to share information with our local boating community. And I want to remind you to check out the St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. It's a private page. It's very informative. It's got thousands of volunteers, and it's a great way to share information. It's a great way to gain information. And we actually have our very own event planner. We have Captain Sarah, who is the ambassador to fun for St. Augustine
right.
here with the St. Augustine Cruisers Network. She's constantly planning events, and she does this as a volunteer. She plans these events, lines it up with local watering holes, puts it out on the internet, and she goes there, and it's just a great way to meet new people. So go to the St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. It's the private page. Scroll over to the event section and check out the events that she has coming up. I believe she's got one coming up this next Tuesday at 1800 hours is when we muster, and we muster at Mugsy's, and that's just west on King Street. So check that out. It's a great way to meet local boaters just like yourself, and every now and then we're lucky the Ice Cream Cowboy shows up with free ice cream.
That's true.
I'll tell you about a couple things that we're doing with the St. Augustine Cruisers Network. On Saturdays, if you are a local business or you have a YouTube channel or a blog, on Saturdays we're doing a shout out. Every Saturday on the St. Augustine Cruisers Network, I highly encourage you, if you have a marine business or a business that you'd like to share with our boating family, put it on our Facebook. We have thousands of views on there every day. So put it on there, and it's a great way to share and get that information out about your local business. And you never know. We have Stash Island Diving Service. He puts his ad on there. We have somebody that needs a diver. They are able to connect, and bam, you're going to get that service. So check out the St. Augustine Cruisers Network. It's a great way to share local information. And then Sunday, we're going to start something new. Saturday, we have the shout out for our businesses. And Sunday, we're going to have a boaters market on Sunday. So we're going to call it the Swap Shop. It's going to be the Nautical Swap Shop every Sunday. If you have something for sale and it's boating related, or even if it's not boating related, but it's a boating channel, so boating related probably go better. But if you want to put something for sale on there, I highly encourage doing that on Sunday. And let's turn Sunday into our own personal boaters market. That's every Sunday on the St. Augustine Cruisers Network on the private page on Facebook.
People have actually sold and bought a lot of things this past year.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It really is a great way to get information out there. And so we've had like Michael, he donated that great thing of line and chain.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the best boating family on the East Coast, right here in the ancient city. We have some of the greatest people that live right here on the water. They're part of our boating family, so they're always on that Facebook page. So if you're looking for a hard to find product, or you're trying to sell or get rid of something, check out that Facebook page, and it'll go to some useful people. It's a good group of people here in St. Augustine. So let's see, we got. You got anything you want to share with the group there, Cowboy?
Nothing other than this is going to be a great fun weekend, and we will be out the entire time, starting with Meg running the Friday night theme night.
Oh yeah, we're doing a Friday night theme night. We did it last weekend. We did pizza night in the marinas and on the water. So we're going to be doing that again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We'll have a pizza night tomorrow. So if you're interested in hot pizza and some cool treats and some Coca-Cola products, you look for the Orange Boat tomorrow. It'll be around the mooring fields and around the marinas and stuff. So if you want to bypass going to land and avoid the crowds, you can always check out the Anchor Eats Sandbar Patrol and the Friday night theme nights. So tomorrow night will be pizza nights. Check
And
it
if you
out.
want a whole pizza, stromboli,
Yep.
calzone, garlic knots, something like that, and you can call us ahead of time.
And let us know. Yep, we'll
So
bring it right
that,
up to you.
yeah, we bring it right out to you. So how do they get a hold of us if they want something that's not on the boat?
Well, there you go.
Well, you can either call us at 904-609-BOAT. That's 2628. If you don't have the fancy keypad,
That's right.
hail us on channel 69
That's right.
or getangreeats.com.
Yes.
You see that?
That's
I
right.
smell the smoke. I smell the
Yep.
smoke. Do you hear
Yes.
that? Yeah. Hear that? Do you hear the smoke? Ah, that's fun stuff. But no, so they'll be out there. So, you know, Anchor Eats is like the nautical concierge service for the city. So if you need groceries or if you need marine supplies, whatever you need, we go and pick it up. If you need an impeller from the West Marine, we'll go get it, we'll put it in the boat, we'll bring it right to you. It's literally the DoorDash on the water, and we have food heaters to keep the food hot, we have coolers to keep the ice cream cold, and then we can deliver whatever groceries you need. So check out Anchor Eats. It really is a great service we have here in the city. But I'd like to thank everybody for checking out our Captain's Corner. We ran a little long, sorry I'm long-winded. Kelly's doing
You're
this.
talking too long.
I'm sorry. Go figure, I like to talk. But thank you very much for checking out the Captain's Corner. Next week we're going to have West Marine. Remember to check out the FrontRunner boats at the Conch House this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be leaving here right now. We're at the Marina Munch. We're all going to leave here. We're going to the Leaf and the Bean. The Leaf and Bean cigar.
The Leaf and the Bean.
The Leaf and the Bean.
The Leaf and the Bean.
The Leaf and the Bean. We're going to go see Jennifer and all the crew over there at the Leaf and Bean. It's a great little cigar bar. It's a great little watering hole over here in St. Augustine. It's over on the island. If you'd like to join us, we'll be there in about 30
Yes.
minutes. We'd encourage
If
you
you'd
to.
like to try to get through the steel curtain.
Yeah, we're going there to
Yeah.
watch the Steelers. The Steelers are going to get beat up by the Packers. Oh,
How can you
Kelly's
swearing like
Kelly's
that?
going to have a stroke.
Oh.
Well, thank you very much for watching this.
That's football, right?
Yeah, that's football.
Okay.
Yeah. Not, but
you.
not the round football, the long football.
Oh.
Yeah. American football.
Cowboys in trouble.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching us. Check
Hi,
out
John
our
and Vlad. Thanks for watching.
check out our pages, and we'll see you guys at the Leaf and Bean. We'll be at the Conch House this weekend, and then tune in next week for our broadcast on the radio at 1800 hours, and at 1830. Check us out. We're going to have West Marine on the show.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful evening. Have fun. Be safe out there. We'll see you on the water.